Hello everyone, this is Cody Lee, owner of BlackCatBooks.org and author of Cruel and Beautiful, Eye of the Dragon, and Rabbit Hole. And I'm here to confirm, once and for all, that Brandon Chen is full of shit, Westerners cannot create manga, and most particularly, Dr. Stone was not created by a Korean, because that is the narrative that Brandon Chen and his fanboys have constantly been regurgitating over the past couple of weeks, past couple of months, I think. Ever since he released that video claiming that Westerners can create manga, which is, of course, not true, as manga is defined as being comics from Japan. Like, simply imitating the art style of manga, of the typical manga, doesn't make something manga. You know what I mean? It has to be from Japan. So people like Brandon Chen are trying to break into the manga industry, or more specifically, try to like gain credibility among the community, as manga is seen as being superior to Western comics, and rightfully so, by saying that they themselves are manga creators and ripping off the art style and putting out like derivative, uninspired, self-published works. Exactly like what Brandon Chen is doing. But after doing a little bit of research, by literally just typing it into Google and going to Wikipedia of all things, one of Brandon Chen's most commonly regurgitated claims that Dr. Stone was written by a Korean is simply not true. They have an illustrator who is Korean, but that isn't the same thing as saying that like it was created by a Korean, because like the series is the brainchild of like someone else, a Japanese guy who hired a Korean artist to do the artwork for him. It's sort of like how the creator of One Punch Man, had like a famous illustrator come in and redo the drawings to have them like professionally done for like releasing in Shonen Jump. Like, the Korean guy did not create the manga, is what I'm getting at. It's considered a manga because of where it was published and who initially conceptualized the series. Like, the fact that there is a Korean working on it doesn't mean that, like, holy shit, I guess foreigners can produce manga. No, that's not how it fucking works. That's not a thing. That's not how we consider what is and isn't manga. Dr. Stone is considered a manga because of its creators, its true creators, the people who conceptualized the series and where it was published. It has nothing to do with like an illustrator who does the artwork, who does artwork for the series. That doesn't necessarily mean that like non-Japanese people can create manga. So yeah, Brandon Chen is full of shit. That motherfucker is never going to be a mangaka. He's never going to be successful. He is a complete failure of a human being who is relying on his associations with big name publishers to try and prop up his YouTube channel, assuring his idiotic, ignorant audience that he is going to someday be a real mangaka. It's never going to happen. Brandon Chen sucks. He's wrong. That's all I had to say about that. Westerners fundamentally cannot create manga.